Our itinerary sends us some 150 miles northward in the vast state of Texas to Fort Hood, activated in World War II. Here, an intensive armored training program aims at combat readiness for a proud old division which won fame in Africa and Italy, and then was reactivated in 1951, the 1st Armored Division. A tank infantry problem is being run here.
Sergeant, you're an instructor here, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Well, you'd be just the man to tell us about this armored personnel carrier. How is it so useful to the infantry?
Well, the armored personnel carrier is useful in such a way that it protects lives. It will take the men on the objective underneath the enemy small arms fire and enemy artillery fire. We can get the objective underneath our own artillery fire.
Well, I see you're all loaded here.
Yes, we are. Would you like to go along and see what happens?
That'd be fine. Get the proper gear here.
Oh, you got to have the right gear here.
And now we're off, not knowing exactly what lies ahead. The other personnel carriers move out with us. The tanks pull in line. The tank infantry team is on the way. Together, the components of the team push toward the objective, the hill that lies directly ahead of us. From inside the personnel carrier, we hear a barrage of shell fire laid on the objective. After the heavy fire, proximity time fire to keep the enemy pinned down by fragments bursts over the heads of the infantry carriers we're riding in, making us very grateful for the carrier's protective shell of armor. This is the part of the operation which proves the real value of the personnel carrier. They can move forward under the overhead fire while the enemy is held helpless and immobile in their position. A tank infantry operation is a coordinated movement in which each vehicle, each man, has a specific function. On predetermined signal, the overhead proximity fire ceases, and precisely at that time, before the enemy has time to take up their positions and continue to fire, the personnel carriers halt, and the infantrymen dismount to take over our part of the operation to close with the enemy and take the hill. Leaving these trainees, or being taught the importance of teamwork between infantry, armor, and artillery,